Welcome back to Basketball Mastery, where we dissect a very specific skill that a player has completely mastered. Today, we will be breaking down how SGA and Kyrie have mastered a specific skill that makes them nearly unguardable. This is episode 2, the off arm. We'll start with Kyrie, as he's been using this to his advantage for years now. By Any Means Basketball actually made a video on this topic about 5 years ago and broke down how Kyrie uses his off arm so effectively. I'll link his video in the description below. It's natural to focus on a player's raw dribbling, but no one ever talks about how elite scorers use their non-dribbling hand to create space while dribbling. Also, before we get started, I just want to establish that none of these are offensive fouls. Kyrie has Nas read on him here and gets downhill by swiping Nas's arm. Not only does this protect the ball from the defender getting his hands on it, but it helps the offensive player get momentum downhill. Here it is again on Nas. He shields him off with that arm swipe, which lets him effectively push dribble in between the gap defender. This time, Kyrie is attacking in transition and is just shielding his defender off with that off arm. Kyrie comes off the ball screen here, and that's not just one, but 2 arm swipes with that offhand. By doing this, he gets a step on his defender and can either attack downhill or pull up for the jumper like he did here. He's literally holding the defender's arm here, so he's in full control of where this attack is headed. J-Dub cuts his drive off, but it helps that Kyrie is always lower than his defender and then uses that off arm to slightly hook J-Dub to get around him for the floater. And it's basically the same thing here. Isaiah Joe is right with him until Kai uses that off arm to get a slight step in front of him. Not only is Kyrie great at attacking the defender's front foot, he attacks the defender's front arm as well. So if Kyrie doesn't necessarily shake his defender, he just gets lower than them instead and attacks that front foot while swiping through with his off arm. Just very high level stuff from an elite scorer. Now let's get into SGA. You'll see a lot of the same stuff that Kyrie does, except Shea is just longer and taller, which makes him a bit more slithery. He also gets lower, or as I like to say, slithers under his defender, just like Kyrie does. A lot of these look like identical plays, because they basically are. Shea attacks the defender's front foot, and as he lowers his base and slithers, he swipes with that off arm to fully get around the defender. I actually already did a full breakdown on Shea's scoring, which I'll link below, so I won't go too much more in depth here, or I'll just be repeating myself. Having said all that, it's clear that SGA and Kyrie have mastered this use of the off arm. The very elite scorers and ball handlers have not only perfected their dribbling, but also the use of their non-dribbling hand. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, as I'll be posting more Basketball Mastery episodes soon. And make sure to check out my episode 1, where I broke down Luka's unstoppable hostage dribble. And if you have any suggestions on who I should break down next, or a specific skill you would like to see broken down, comment that below. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.